Jamie first, that's okay. How are you?
How are you doing?
Good. Let's go back to the Portugal game first of all, and how big a deal was that for you? And how much did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it's definitely the highlight of my career so far. Probably didn't have, kind of had a bit of an idea, but yeah, probably got confirmation probably about an hour or two before kickoff that I was in. So yeah, to this day it's probably going to live long in the memory and one I'm never going to forget. Obviously the result up until 90 minutes would be one of the best in history. If we held on to that 1-0 win, but no, it's going to be probably the best night of my career, so probably till our time.
You know Stephen Kenny well, of course, from him being your manager. Were you surprised though, or were you expecting the call? Because he sometimes does throw a curveball in or two.
Yeah, like I've been used to the way he picked his team at the knock and stuff, but yeah, he kind of rang me about a week before the camp started saying bringing you into play and you're not just coming to make up the numbers or whatever. So I didn't really know which way to take that, and then yeah, obviously to get told an hour before kickoff, it was just such an adrenaline buzz. It's just unbelievable. Just had the process and get my touch right in the warm up and then just go from there. So yeah, I was happy with how I done overall, but yeah, the main thing was you didn't get points on the board. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a night that I would never forget.
And then the game against Azerbaijan after that, I mean, were you disappointed then not to start again? Because I mean, you did very well, and did you feel there was a momentum?
I think the gap had to freshen things up. Like, we put a lot into that game, and yeah, needed some fresh legs going out there. And he told me it wasn't performance related, so yeah, I think it was just a case of freshening things up because a lot of the boys put so much effort into that, and yeah, like I said, not getting the result was devastating. But yeah, we put a lot into that. So.
And how important is the win against them now for yourselves, for belief, and for Stephen?
Yeah, that's what aim is this week now. We have a full week training, which is kind of unusual. Last camp we had 3 games in quick succession, so we have a full week to work on things, and obviously we're going out there to try and win, and hopefully we can do that.
Thank you.
Can I have one?
Chiedozie, could you speak about the summer when you won your first cap and you became the first African-born player to represent Ireland? Did that mean a lot to you, that fact?
It was a special moment for myself and my family. We obviously had a different journey, getting when I was. My father came here and got a job opportunity in 2005 to bring his family across. And I grew up in Ireland, in County Cork, and I learned the culture and integrated with the system. So Stephen actually wanted me to declare for Ireland, and I said I showed interest. And there was a lot of complications because with the registration and how I came into the country. But to carry that burden of being the first African-born player it's very special. And I can see how proud I am, my family, obviously the people of Cork, those I work with, this process.
You're from Nigeria, and there's quite a few guys in the squad at the moment with Nigerian background, not just the first team squad, but down through the ages as well. Why is that, do you think?
I'm guessing Ireland's a beautiful country. I don't know. I'm guessing the opportunities here is more in abundance than it would be back in Nigeria. And I say I really enjoy the culture. I'm sure that's one of the reasons why my father chose Ireland over Florida, which was the other option that he had. He knew the kind of people he's worked with, Irish people, and he really enjoyed it, and he chose to be here. I don't know exactly why it would be, but obviously it's a country that gives foreigners a lot of opportunities, and obviously I'm one of them. So that's really what I would think what may be the reason.
Thank you very much.
Well, just a quick one for both of you guys. Where do you see yourselves in the pecking order in terms of the starting place? And Jamie, you're first.
No, like I said, we have a full week now, and it's going to be a clean slate for everyone. I think just trying to impress the gaffer this week, and I think that's going to be everyone's goal this week is to train well and see where that takes us. If you're not training well, you don't give yourself the best chance. So you have to give yourself the best chance.
You must be confident though after you're showing in sports show up.
Yeah, but you can't really take that for granted. Like I said, it's a clean slate. If you don't train well, you won't be near pitch. So that's all I'm focused on is training well and trying to put my best foot forward.
Or yourself, just so you're obviously unlucky you missed the last camp through injury.
Yeah, I picked up a hamstring strain just before I was able to travel. As Jamie said, you have to put the effort in. I think it's a group effort. You can see everyone's buying into the system. We kind of trying to set up a different way, trying to get the 3 points, which is the main thing on Saturday. Obviously, I would like to play, but I'll try to make the gaffer's decision as difficult as I can. I train 1 hour a week. But if not, I will be ready, and whoever starts, I'm sure they're going to be determined to try to win for the nation.
Thank you.
Owen?
Jamie, do you remember much about last time you were back in?
Nearly got arrested. Hopefully it's not like that the next time.
You're gonna have to explain that,
Yeah.
Jamie. We can't have that as a headline.
I think it was me and Sean Gannon at the time. We were out there for the knock. We were playing Carabag, and we're actually in media for RTE, and we were at like this, just like beside the sea on this like sea walk. And, we were doing like camera interview and stuff. And out of nowhere, about 5 policemen come up in this little cart. Like this strange. We were kind of looking around us, or whatever. Turns out that we were the culprits. We didn't realise we were doing nothing wrong, and they started speaking. We couldn't understand a word they were saying, and they were kind of getting a bit aggressive, and we were kind of like looking around us. We didn't really know what we had done wrong or whatever. And it turns out it was private property that we were doing an interview on. And, so we didn't nearly get arrested, but it's a good story, Dan.
Yeah. How did you get away?
Huh?
How did you get away?
I have to run. No, we just cleared it up with some English-speaking policemen came down, and we were just told to move on to a different plot of land to do the interviews. Got away.
Ed?
Jamie, just wanted to talk. You said there you only found out an hour before kick-off for the Portugal game that you were actually starting. Is that the way the manager announces his team for every game? Is it really that late in the day, especially for someone like you to play such a big game?
At the knock it was different. Kind of tell on a Friday or on a Thursday that. And I think I don't know if it was just for my sake, keeping my nerves away or overnight or something. Maybe he done it, and maybe that was the reason why. So it was probably done me a favour.
Yeah. Go on, which will be. I suppose you made such an impact when you came on the game, and then to go and watch the last window from the sidelines, and to see the team perform so well and do so well. Was it a relief in the sense that you still got the call for this squad, and it shows that the manager has belief in what you can bring to the squad?
Yeah, I guess he sees something special in me. I always said that the competition and the players you can choose from is top class players, and to select me and leave people out, something I take pride in enjoying. I just hope I can repay that with my display. I'm just here trying to do the best for the nation, trying to help the team win points, and have a good camp. We all have one goal, trying to win as much games as possible, have a winning mentality, and create a culture of winning in this nation. And that's what we all buy into, and I look forward to that.
Just to follow up on that, in terms of the team have been struggling for goals, but you showed in your approach that that's what the direct play and just that confidence to go at the goal. Is that something that the team can really benefit with?
Yeah, God has blessed me with some pace, and with pace and power, it does put trouble on the defensive side. And so if I can just take pressure off my teammates, as I said, attack is the best form of defense. The more you can attack and supply for the strikers, takes pressure off the defense. And that's what I'm trying to do, just create problems high up in the pitch, and hopefully get a goal for myself or set up a goal. And I feel like that kind of way, if we high and raise our intensity, we will cause a lot of trouble.
Jamie, just to go back to 2019, away from the stuff with the arrest or all that stuff, but can you remember much about that game, and how have you sort of evolved? How do you feel you've evolved as a player since then? Because I remember at the time there was a sense Carabag were on another level, but did those games give you an idea of the level you needed to get there, perhaps?
Yeah, that was probably my first kind of campaign I've started in Europe. Probably 2018 I started to group for the games then as well. 2019 I was a bit mature, and I think at home against Carabag, I think we probably should have bet them at least 2 goals. I think I had a few sitters as well. So, but yeah, going out there, get off to a slow start, and you got punished at that level. So, yeah, it probably does open your eyes when you play them big European games that if you're not on it or you give teams half an opening, they'll take it. So, yeah, it's probably wasn't the first kind of experience of teams punishing you for mistakes.
Chiedozie, can I just ask, you spoke after the game in Hungary about the team taking the lead before the game, the response, and there was quite a reaction afterwards to your comments. Were you really struck by that, almost the support and sort of love almost you received from Irish fans in the aftermath?
Yeah, maybe that is why my parents did choose to come here, and the support here is amazing. I did mention to James Coleman, he was as the captain of the team, in pushing for us to take the knee, because I know how difficult it can be for people of different background and different races to speak out. So he made it easier for us, by speaking out for us, and I know how hard it is for those younger players that might affect. So that's what we have here. That's the culture, togetherness that we have in this nation, and that's why I'm so proud to be here.
Gavin Keane, we've got a few people who want to ask questions, so this is restricted to each of us.
Hey, Chiedozie, can I ask, who's the first person that you rang after you made your Ireland debut in Hungary?
After I made my Ireland debut, my family, my mom. My mom rings me every game. Every game I play, she always rings me. And the first thing she says is, "How are you feeling? Hope you're healthy," and that's what she worries about. And just coming out healthy. So my mom rang me, and then I rang my brothers. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. So we all done like a Zoom call, Facebook call, and obviously my dad. I rang my dad last because obviously he's a father figure. He's always happy to be last. So I have great support from my family and a lot of my friends. From Cork, my phone was just going off. But my mom was the first person I contacted.
Yeah. If you don't mind me asking, how did that conversation go?
She was very teary. I can tell the emotion in her voice, and my parents take pride when their kids do well. And where we come from in Cork, a lot of people notice my mom and they ask about her, so she feels famous. And I can see how happy it makes her, and trying to answer questions. So she feels very important, and she always said that she dreamed of me helping her, being recognised. I'm hoping I'm doing the best.
Chiedozie, you mentioned Florida was the other option before you came.
Yeah.
Was there ever like a dark, wet night training with Nemo? Right? You went, God, it would be sweet just to live on the east coast of America.
Oh wow! I actually never thought of it like that. When you get older and you go through winter days and you're thinking, Dad, what made you come here, bro? I guess it's the best decision that he's obviously for his family, and I'm reaping the rewards in being here. Ever since I've been in Ireland, I've really enjoyed it. Obviously, maybe you can hear my Cork accent and it come and goes. But the people around, the people I grew up with, very supportive. My school keeps contacting me, how proud I make them, love the kids, and how I've inspired them, and just to follow their dream. Because obviously I went to school to Clash Grade 3. We played GAA, and I played Nemo, GAA growing up, and a lot of GAA players will stick with GAA because they don't believe that football, could be the way forward. And I had to make a big sacrifice at 17 to sacrifice GAA, which was a big step in my career. And I had a lot of heated moments where people didn't believe that I was going to make it. I was only 17, 18, I was still very boxing. So for people to see me, what I am now, I'm inspiring other kids, and take pride in joining them.
Because you could have had a nice GAA career. It takes an unbelievable mentality, you can say.
Yeah, I was a big race guy. I remember on the 19th I had a match on the same day, county final, and I had to play UCD away, and I had to make a decision. The manager said, "Listen, I know both teams want you, but you need to make a decision in your career. You're 18, you can't keep keeping up." And obviously I'm a quite emotional person, and it was very difficult to ring the GAA, the federation to say I'm trying to win Nemo Rangers and trying to follow football. And I know, it wasn't an easy decision, especially being that young. And obviously it's a great decision. I still have the support of Nemo Rangers and all the GAA crowd, but yeah, it's a race to take.
We'll just end it on Paul Lennon, please.
Chiedozie, just moving on then, you had Cork, then Limerick, you went to England, Brentford, and that was a time that the club was really pushing on, and we see where it is today. You had tough choices then as well, didn't you, to make and to battle and to continue your career. Did you ever think of quitting or coming back to Ireland, or what was your take on that?
I never had the decision of quitting. I know it's extremely difficult. I've been in this position before when I was at Cork City and I didn't get much game time, so I had to obviously sacrifice leaving my hometown to go to Limerick and travel up on the bus to play for Limerick. So when I was at Brentford, I had 2 years left for my contract. I just had a gut feeling that I just want to play football, I want to learn the game. I don't want to waste years sitting on the bench and not getting experience. So I made the decision to go to Rotherham, and obviously it paid off, and that's why I'm here playing with the national team and talking to him. Thank you.
I want to say the end on Aidan actually, sorry.
Yeah, just sorry, Jamie, just come back to Baku and Karabakh. When you play them, given their finance and everything else, they probably were favourites, and even enough, but they would have been favourites. This is different. We're in the top 15 of the world, Azerbaijan, 117th. How does that change things, and the pressure to win this game against a team who are way below us in the rankings?
I think there's pressure on every game we play. Seeing when we played Andorra, it's not easy. We came through, and you never have an easy game in football, no matter what level you play. So, although we might be favourites, it's going to be hard. We know we're going to have to do a lot of work this week to put things right. And we've seen in the last trip that it's never a gimme, and you never have a gimme. So, we're going to have to work hard and, like I said, train well and give ourselves the best chance of winning on Saturday.